Hello everyone, I am Jaideep Singh Chahal. So finally the day is here. We've got the Jimny on a two-post lift, and now everything which has been waiting, we had everything with us, but it was waiting for the car. So now the Jimny is here and we will be installing the Ironman 2-inch lift kit, the new wheels, and the big and heavy 31x10.5 BFG Ko2s. So I'll quickly run you through what all is being installed and what all is being installed where. And we've been really excited for this, and it clearly shows in the excitement I even forgot to take the initial measurements. So we've asked for the local dealership guys to bring in a Jimny from for the test drive one to see the wheel and fender clearance. We'll take those measurements. So we just wanted to run through the entire thing and see how it rides. So we've already got it on a two post, and now I'll show you individually what all is going to be installed. If you can bring the camera here. The first thing to go on is going to be these. This is the front shockers. This is where the front shockers are going to sit. This right here is where the front shockers will sit, and you can actually see a little comparison. So these are bigger and longer, and of course better damping. Then is going to be this spring, which is going to be replaced by the lift spring. And the most important bit is right here. This is the where the front bushes go. These are the caster correction bushes, the ones we had shown in the other video. So this arm will be coming off. We'll be press fitting these as per the correct angle. And the next little bit is this. If you can come towards the back, I'll quickly show you. So this is the front drive shaft that is leading to the front differential. This is the front cross member. So the gap is very little. So once the suspension is lifted and this thing moves up and down, it is going to hit. So for that, we've got these relocation brackets. These will sit here, bring the front cross member lower, and it comes with its own set of hardware. So this is going to get lowered, and we'll have ample amount of clearance. A very beautiful underbody. The entire frame is in a thick coating of rust protection. So this gum like thing is all rust protective coating. Very impressive underbody and very neat. And this is your T case. This is the rear drive shaft. And now to one of the most important bits. If you come around the rear, this we've taken out the spring in the back, and the rear diff is suspended. So this pipe right here, this is the rear brake hose. This is under stress. So once your suspension gets lifted, it is going to the distance between the diff and the frame is going to increase. So this pipe brings the brake fluid from the frame. You can see it is mounted on the frame there to the rear differential. This is a moving part. So the distance has increased and the pipe is under tension. So that is one important thing you have to keep in mind. We've got the brake extension hose from Ironman. This is longer and it will easily accommodate the length of the lift. And other than that, I think we've got everything in order. I'll quickly show you the wheels and tires once again. So these are the wheels. This is the American Racing 15 by 8J. Nice offset. And these will go on the big and heavy BFG Ko2s. These are on the heavier side. These are on the slightly extra taller side. But that is exactly what we wanted. And this lift will also do well with the 235. But we wanted a 31x10.5, and there's a lot of people all across in South America and Africa who are running same Ironman lift kits happily with the 31x10.5s on two-door Jimnys. So it's a tried and tested setup. A lot of people might have a lot of questions that the tires are too big or the wheels are too wide, but it's all about a personal choice. This one vehicle is going to get what we had in mind. And next thing to see is, do we need to chop these? Do we need to remove the flap and everything? It's all plastic, might need a little trimming, but nobody minds that because this vehicle is eventually going to get a bull bar, is also going to get a roof rack, a snorkel, and a whole bunch of other accessories. So with that being it, we'll start with the install. Oh wait, there's one thing that I forgot. If you can bring the camera here. That was one important bit. So that this is what we were unable to show you last time. This is the front steering damper, steering stabilizer damper. This is being replaced by this massive damper. This is from the foam cell series. So I think you can clearly see a lot of difference. So that, and this is the tiny hardware kit that will make sure that this fits on. So death wobble or any sort of wobbles should not be a problem once this is done and installed. So now we'll start the installation process and we'll try to keep recording and briefing you through it. So here's another point that I really wanted to show you, and that can only be done before the tires go on. So we've just mock fitted a wheel on here, and this is the reason you have to know your things, and a little research is very important. If you can quickly come this side, uh, so this steering end that goes on to the knuckle, you can see it barely manages to clear the wheel. So that is why you need to know what size and what offset of wheels you need. Not all 15-inch alloys will fit on the Jimny. So this is a 15 inch with an 8J with a minus 19. This will take a minus 10. This will take a minus 19 offset. An 8J0 will not fit. It is going to start touching your knuckle and it won't clear it. So just a little update for everyone who's looking at upgrading the wheels. You need to have minus 10 or minus 19 offset for an 8J wheel. So finally the rain has stopped and we have been able to get the rear together. The front is being checked for the final tops. So springs, both shockers, and the brake hose. This is the brake line. So now you can see the vehicle is fully suspended. The suspension is fully relaxed. In spite of that, it's nice and a lot of length available. That was the whole idea of fitting the extended brake line in the back. So the rear is done. I'll quickly run you through what all we've done in the front. And one major difference, actually, we've also mounted the spare wheel. We just wanted to see if it'll fit. Works beautifully. Even the damper is working. It's letting it open on its own. And now that I'll show you a little difference. We've got the stock wheel and the tire right here, and that is the upsize. So world of a difference, and I think almost done. We will first bring it down, take that one off. We'll be running it around with the stock tires once to see, and then we'll mount these ones. If you can come around the front, and if you can get an angle, I'll try showing you what all has been changed in the front. Yeah, so springs have gone on. That is the front dampers. This clever little thing is the front spacer, cross member spacer bracket. So it has relocated it and lowered it, and now there's ample amount of space. This is a fully relaxed suspension right here, and you can see the shaft is not touching. Otherwise, it will touch the front cross member. So that is one, two. This is the extended bump stops. Those have gone in, and the spacer bracket is there. And of course, the bushes, as already shown in the video, those have gone in and they've taken their place. So I think that's about it. The steering damper is installed. If you can get a nice angle, I will actually want to show you the stock one next to it. So this is the current one and this is the stock one. So you can see the amount of difference in size and damping that it will offer. Plus this one is not a nitrogas, this is the foam cell. So that is the best quality damper that Ironman makes. So it should make a lot of difference. And we forgot to bring the Ironman label out on one of the dampers, so we're just correcting that. and that's about it. Once off the lift, we'll try to drive it and record some more. Okay, so finally we have the spare is on, the cups are on. Uh, Due to the offset, so what we're using is an 8J minus 19. There's nice amount of clearance here as well, so it's fitting very beautifully. The rear fills up very nicely. It's a nice boxy vehicle. So the spare wheel is on. uh, I, I wanted to really emphasize on the line. So once we have these nice mud flaps on, it won't be throwing any sort of dirt or mud, because the fender is right in line with the tire. That is what, you know, it's not sitting wide, it's not sitting outside the line, it is right there. And this is something which a nice set of mud flaps can easily solve. So that was the exact look we wanted. Also, one more thing I'll actually show you. In spite of the heavy wheel, uh, once you open it till here, it resists, and then it goes out on its own. So far it's holding on pretty well. And the other thing is, the main difference is the gap in hinges. In the Gypsy, what used to happen was there were two hinges, but they were very closely packed, so it pivots and rattles a lot. So this, as per the international forums as well, holds up pretty well. Rest we'll see. As of now, no mods to the tailgate. We are installing this heavy set of tires and alloys as it is. Now to the big part. If you can come around the front, so I'll quickly show you the stance first. So this is post the 2-inch lift. Badly needs a bumper. It looks like a pug with, you know, this thing pulled in. So it needs a nice metal bull bar. And the only thing that needs work is, I'll quickly show you. The arches are rubbing both in the front and in the back. So we fixed one. It is there's nothing that this kind of rubbing that you cannot handle. So I'll quickly show you around the back. Right there, you see it rubs a lot, but and then again in the front, the bumper rubs. Yeah, so it goes all the way in. I'll quickly show you the backside as well. But the good thing is, Maruti kind of knew that people will be modifying it. So all of this structure is all plastic. So if you can come around the other side, we've got that fixed. And so this is the stance. And now when it turns in the back, the patch is nicely trimmed and there's ample amount of gap in the back. So this is where it was rubbing earlier. So that portion, there's a lot of gap. And again in the front, just a little trimming of the bumper line and the fender lining, and we've got ample amount of clearance. Should not be rubbing no matter what. No cosmetic changes to the bumper. It looks the same, and we'll soon be getting a full metal bull bar. So we'll do the right side now, and then we'll take it out for a spin, and I'll update you. The install is done, and we are at National Motors. The tires were fitted here on the wheels, and now we are going to check the front two tires. They'll be balanced. And for alignment, as of now, the alignment seems fine because it's a fresh set of tires. It's a brand new vehicle and it's a fresh set of wheels as well. But still, we'll get that checked once. And just drove it for like 3-4 kilometers. Tomorrow, we'll be taking it for a longer spin. I'll try to do a video on first drive impressions, as they call it, after the after the lift and the bigger set. So right now we are running close to 28 pounds. We'll drive it till tomorrow, and then we'll air it down to 25 and 24 in the back most probably. So based on how it feels today, we'll finalize that tomorrow. And making the most of right now, the alloys from the Jimny are going on to the Gypsy. That's also running 215's BFGs only. So I'll try taking some shots of that and maybe do a video on that as well. I'll quickly show you the front. So this is the final stance, world of a difference. And as of now, it drives pretty nice, but we'll be able to get a proper idea tomorrow. So we'll conclude this here. And if you've got any feedback or any questions, please do share with me. Thank you.